First down throwing for Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Ball finds his running back. It's A.J. Dillon.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the pistol, Hurts. This throw is cupped. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Cowboys sending out the dime package. Third down. Hurts throwing again. From the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And he makes the half goal. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That right there, that takes just the right circumstances to happen. But man, a big boy pick 6, Brock, one of the most universally celebrated plays in this sport.
Look at the smile on your face.
I love it.
Oh, hell no. And that nigga dancing too? Oh, hell no. Bro, Cowboys, y'all better get your get back, boy.
Well, now they get their chance to play.
Oh, nah, bro. You can't go out like that.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 6. Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. This ball's caught by Pickens. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown.
Oh, shit. And that's what I'm talking about, bro. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm a Cowboys fan, though. I had to do this gameplay because the Eagles and the Cowboys supposed to be facing off week 1 in the, I'm about to say NBA, in the NFL.
Yeah, beauty and
So yeah,
simplicity,
I mean,
right?
I had to do this. I had to do this one because it's beef right here, bro. It's history between these two teams. So y'all, it even goes back to 2000, bro, when they faced off in the 2000 Super, was it playoffs or something like that? And the Cowboys got they ass whooped, bro, that year. So it's a lot of beef and a lot of history. So you know. Yeah, I had to do it. I had to spice it up a little bit. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for subscribing, liking my videos, commenting or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, y'all in it. Y'all get your popcorn ready, or ice cream. You know, popcorn. Get your popcorn ready. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Love you guys. Thank you so much, though.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On 1st down, Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Now is Micah Parsons making that play.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
So we've arrived at halftime with the Cowboys enjoying a lead on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our Halftime Report. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Another run for Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. Dak off the play fake. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Gay's kick is good, and that'll push their lead to 4.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He's got Brown on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 31. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st. And a short gain only as he gets up to the 37. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
From the 37. He's got Smith. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Third down, 1 yard to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That throw finds Pickens. He's got a gain of 6 there. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the gun is Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on first is Prescott. Escapes the pocket. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. It's taken in by Lamb. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Cooper to Jean with the stop. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Dak. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
1st and 10, Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
To throw is Prescott. Ferguson's got it, complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. Second and 3 now. From the 28. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Another throw for Prescott. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So after they ran into the kicker, Brock, that penalty keeps this drive going with a 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Williams on the option. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys now lead by 10. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles about set to go on offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Slot man in motion left. 2nd and 6 now. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Dotson now in motion right. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Second and 3 now. Hurts throwing again. Goddard makes the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Working inside the red zone. That pass complete to Goddard. And he drives this forward to the 6.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Working quickly here. Hurts now from the gun. Bails out of the... And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Offense up to the line fast. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Has it in close. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Desperation time here on 4th. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2. He's throwing for it! And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Cowboys holding on to a field goal lead. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, it freed that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They're going to try to run it in, Barkley. And he runs it inside the 10 to the 9. Defense stops him after 4 yards, and that forces 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
So they call a timeout. So that is their final one, and with time left for maybe 2 plays, let's see what they do. Do they chance it, or do they just kick it now? A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. And the whistles go off, so we've got a timeout, 9 seconds left in the game. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Throwing deep over the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. That's no way to end a game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. The kick is good. He got it. And the 3rd time he puts it through will be the charge.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
At the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he
How in the, oh my God, my mom told me not to cuss so much. How in the world did George Pickens catch that ball in traffic like that? He literally saved us the game. If it wasn't for that nigga, we wouldn't have lost to them. We wouldn't have lost. That's what I be talking about, bro. We be dealing with this same bullshit in real life, bro. But thanks to George Pickens, not CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't win into overtime. And for I know, I don't like to go into overtime, and I don't have enough storage for me to capture that. So I appreciate y'all, man. This is the last video. I'm gonna get some rest. We're gonna be back on it tomorrow. Love y'all. Jolly good out. Peace. Good night. Let me end this shit.